Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about must, mustn't, have to, don't have to, had to, will have to. Let's begin with must, okay? We use must to express obligation, okay? الإلزام والضرورة. Must is followed by infinitive المصدر تتبع بالمصدر. As we see in the following example, you must do your homework tonight, okay? This is obligation. My friend is sick. What will you do? I must visit him, okay? Obligation. The negative of must is mustn't. Mustn't. You mustn't smoke in class. Yeah. They mustn't go at red traffic light. When the traffic light is red, you mustn't go. You mustn't go, okay? Mustn't is abbreviation to must not. Mustn't equals to can't. As we see, mustn't equals to can't. The negative of must, mustn't. You mustn't smoke inside a hospital. It's forbidden. Yeah, it's forbidden to smoke inside a class or a hospital. The negative of have to is don't have to or doesn't have to. There is a difference between them, as we will see next. Have to or has to. Have to comes with I, you, we, they, plural nouns. Okay? So I can say I have to study harder if I want to pass the exam. I have to study harder if I want to pass the exam. This is obligation, yeah, and rules. Muslims have to pray 5 times a day. This is obligation and rules, okay? The negative of have to or has to is don't have to or doesn't have to. As we see in this example, she has to get up at 5 o'clock every day. Yeah, she has to, but you have to. It's obligation also. You have to drive on the left in the UK. The negative, he doesn't have to work today. The question is, do we have to? Does he or she have to? As we will see in the next or the following example. We have a difference between must and have to, okay? Because must means obligation from the speaker himself, but have to obligation from another person, okay? I must go now. This is obligation from the speaker. It's getting late. My mom told me I have to be at home at 9, okay? Obligation from another person. The most important point, the difference between mustn't and don't have to and doesn't have to, okay? As we see in this example, you don't have to come to the party if you don't want to, okay? This is a lack of necessity. ليس بالإلزام والضرورة. ليس مهم, ليس ضرورة. You can or you can do it, okay? She doesn't have to pay for the photocopies. They are free. You are free to do or not to do, okay? I have, for example, I have food, so I don't have to go to the restaurant. Obligation for the past. Obligation for the past is had to. Yeah, had to means obligation for the past. I had to wash my car yesterday. It was dirty. Why? It was yesterday. Yesterday, past, ماضي. الإلزام والضرورة في الماضي had to is followed by infinitive wash, okay? We had to go to bed at 8 o'clock when we were kids. Past actions, I use had to, okay? But must, mustn't, have to. Present, obligation of the present, but had to for the past. As for the future, we use will have to. Excellent. Will have to. Will have to is followed by infinitive also. Will have to is followed by infinitive. For example, you will have to go to school tomorrow. Tomorrow, future. There will be a test. You will have to go there. Next week, there will be a match. You will have to play well. Okay? This is obligation for the future. Okay, my dear students, thanks for listening. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.